What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, in today's video, we have to talk about this weird capitulation that's kind of forming within most every cryptocurrency. The past couple of days, we've been pretty much all over the place, breaking through resistances we never thought we would break, and retesting supports we never thought we would be retesting. So the markets are all over the place. We're seeing a lot of bullish crosses and a lot of golden crosses on a lot of things, and things just really aren't adding up, and it's definitely setting a lot of uncertainty and a lot of confusion within most of the markets, including myself and Brady, who is my co-partner helping me out on Crypto TV. And on that note, we did just recently post some stuff on Patreon, so if you are a Patreon supporter, definitely make sure to go check that out. If you aren't and you'd like to be, link is down in the description. But moving forward, we have to look at these major weird cryptos and why they're all forming some very peculiar and odd, chartings. You can see here we had this beautiful uptrend bullish breakout within XRP here. Nothing unsurprising here. We did expect this, and we are long XRP for the long term of 2023 as we've broken the weekly resistance, which we'll talk about later on in today's video. We're also going to be looking at Ethereum here, which is definitely playing out a little bit odd. We are kind of seeing a potential bullish run here. It's still very odd, but we've been bearish for a little bit on crypto. And now that we're seeing golden crosses here and potential retests, and we've lowered ourselves back on the moving average here, there's a very, or on the relative strength indicator, there's a very good chance we could see some more pumps to the upside here as time moves on here. So it's quite interesting. We will be talking about this. You can see history repeating itself. Here we are with the next symmetrical triangle breaking back inside of our major price ceiling and price floor, this major channel here. You can see we are inside of this, and now we're going to decide what exactly is going to happen here. Looking at Bitcoin 2, we are also consolidating, slowly lowering ourselves on the relative strength indicator, as well as seeing a golden cross opportunity here, which could scream bullish runs to come, and that's quite exciting. And lastly, we'll be looking at the S&P 500, which is having some very peculiar movements as well. This is, we've been now trading for 3 days, and we might go on for a fourth day this week of trading outside. We'll find out today, outside the major purple resistance here, which is extremely shocking to me, extremely shocking. I in no way was expecting to see this resistance being broken here. I am very floored. I am shocked. And I'm very confused why this is happening here. But this could very much so mean we are going to be breaking bullish, and maybe, just maybe, the bottom is in. We're going to have to talk about all this. With that being said, today's video is brought to us by CoinLedger, a continued sponsor here on the channel. As you guys know, tax season is coming up, and if you haven't done your cryptocurrency taxes if you ever used Coinbase or anything like that, you need to report your cryptocurrency taxes, and CoinLedger makes it extremely easy. More information about them is down in the description below, and we are going to be going in depth about them later on in today's video. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and let's jump into today's episode. So first things first, we're going to be talking about XRP, and then we will be talking about CoinLedger, and then we will talk about the rest of the cryptos and the stock market here. That's kind of the plan for today. As you guys can see, top 10 cryptocurrencies were up about 1.99% here. We're seeing cryptos pretty much consolidate and actually start to pull up higher here, but it's back at previous levels. So we're not seeing any extreme breakouts, but we've kind of just been hanging out sideways within some sort of channel, and you can clearly see that on their kind of their price history over the last 7 days in regards to the way they've been trending here. You can see it's pretty much been sideways movements here, bouncing lower, bouncing upwards here, sideways movement, lower, upwards, so on and so forth. And this has been continuing to carry itself for quite some time, and we've been in this consolidation period. The longer we hang out in this consolidation period, the more I expect to see prices probably break to the upside here. Being optimistic, as I've changed my bearish outlook from 80% to 70, and just yesterday or the day before from 70 to 50. So we're 50-50 right now in the markets here. But I am still a strong believer that XRP is going to continue to carry itself higher. As you guys can clearly see, we did recently break through its major resistance, the major downtrend, the major, descending triangle here. We did break through this purple resistance here, and that's causing prices to actually start to trend higher, which is definitely an exciting thing, if you ask me. On the markets right here. So the fact that we're starting to see, the fact that we saw closure 2 weeks ago here is very good news in regards to me believing that long term we should start to head back to the upside here, retesting moving average between 55 and 75 cents. And that is exciting to me. So we are slowly carrying ourselves up, slowly but surely moving to the upside here. So this is definitely good news. Now you can see here, we are starting to move up. We did have buy-in opportunities. We bought in at 38 cents. We are starting to get carried up higher at 41 cents, but I do think we're going to continue to move on. but I do think it's going to be a slow and steady pace here. But things are definitely starting to scream bullish. Last time we were bullish, we had a bullish cross was here in October of 2022. We had a bearish cross in November of 2022, and it's been a little over a month now, and we're finally seeing a bullish cross again, and that could honestly skew us higher. You can see typically when we do have these bullish crosses, we do tend to see higher movements here. So I'd likely think this is going to continue to carry ourselves upwards and upwards and upwards, even though we are nearing overbought. I do think there's a lot of potential for that to happen. But before I continue any further within crypto, I do want to talk a little bit more about CoinLedger with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research. With that being said, CoinLedger is not your typical run-of-the-mill meme coin. It's actually a cryptocurrency and NFT tax software that's built to save you time and maximize your refund. With tax season right around the corner, you might want to listen up. Now, believe it or not, my accountant who does my cryptocurrency taxes recommended me to use a software like CoinLedger to help track my portfolio. Let me be the first to tell you, manually balancing all your trades is tremendously difficult and takes hours of your time. Trust me, I've tried, been there, done that. With CoinLedger, that process takes only minutes using their software, and your accountant will appreciate you doing this. Some of you might not know, but CoinLedger helps you take advantage of your crypto tax loss harvesting, which lets you claim losses on assets in order to use those losses to offset your capital gains, thereby lowering your tax burden at the end of the year. Also, guys, make sure to ask your accountant, but I'm pretty sure there isn't even a wash sale rule yet on cryptocurrency, which is quite beneficial. The best part is CoinLedger is completely free to use. You can import all your crypto transaction history, view your net capital gains and losses, and even track your portfolio. Payment is only required when you want to download and view your full tax report, and payment is broken down into 4 different tiers depending on the type of trader you are, and all reports are a one-time purchase per tax season. They're even giving away a $300 tax report each week of the tax season, which you can enter down in the description of today's video. Now, in the eyes of the IRS, cryptocurrency is considered to be property, and capital gains and losses need to be reported on a Schedule D and Form 8949 if necessary every year. And if you're trading on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance, then you have no choice but to report it. If you don't know, Coinbase reports all your cryptocurrency transactions to the IRS before the start of tax filing season. And as a Coinbase customer, you'll most likely receive a 1099 form if you pay US taxes and earn crypto gains over $600. And it's up to you to prove if those gains were actually losses or if they were actually gains. Now, this is where CoinLedger comes in. They will calculate your crypto taxes in 20 minutes and provide you with the correct instant crypto tax forms. They support all exchanges, NFTs, DeFi, and 10,000 cryptocurrencies. And all it takes is 3 easy steps. First, you connect your exchange to their website and import all your transactions. You will then preview your report, make sure everything is correct, and lastly, generate your report. It's literally that easy. CoinLedger integrates directly with your favorite platforms to make it easy to import your historical transactions. Whether you're trading, earning interest, or even buying NFTs, you'll be able to import your transactions and calculate your taxes with ease. They're even partnered with the largest tax preparation platform to make it easier than ever to report your crypto gains and losses. Your reports can be directly imported into TurboTax Online, TurboTax Desktop, TaxAct, and many other tax platforms. And even if you aren't from the US, you can still generate your crypto gains, losses, and income reports in your native currency. Then you can use those reports to complete the tax forms for your country. With that being said, CoinLedger is the go-to place when it comes to anything related to crypto taxes. And if you want to check out their website and use their software for free, then make sure to click the link down in the description of today's video. With that being said, shout out to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into today's video. So diving back into the technical analysis, I've pretty much inferred that Ethereum and Bitcoin, the way to judge these cryptos are to compare it to the S&P 500. The only way we're going to really know for sure as to what's going to happen within Ethereum and Bitcoin is if we compare it to the S&P, which seems to be making the most sense here. You can see the S&P had bullish runs, 2 days of bullish runs, and then we've been consolidating for the past 2 days here. So you can see Bitcoin had bullish runs, you can see consolidating now, and there's a good chance we could, kind of see a little more movement. Or ideally, we saw a bullish swing up, then another one, and we consolidated. So we can kind of see the same thing, bullish swing up, consolidation, and another one, and here we are consolidating. So we're seeing kind of the typical same patterns happen here. But what's really shocking to me is the fact that we're breaking outside the major purple downtrend. Notice here, we've never done that in the past year. We've never had a daily candle close us above this resistance, which is very confusing. I was not expecting this to happen anytime soon. And with that logic in mind here, there's a chance we could be creating higher low patterns that could scale us to the upside here as we move forward into the middle of the year. It's very, very, very possible here. But I'm not going to buy in yet until I can confirm that on its major on the S&P 500 here on its weekly charts. As you guys can see, we're retesting the moving average here. There's a very big chance we could, kind of reject off the moving average and head out, and that would be good. We wouldn't have a bearish cross, which would be very, it'd be a very nice thing to see happen here. And we could be able to start to swing upwards here, or at least start to trend outside the major descending fractal, which is exciting. And again, you can see the higher low patterns that could potentially carry this price up into the middle of 2023 and the end of 2023. If this does happen, if we close the weekly exactly where we are by the end of this week, which is literally tomorrow, then I will most likely, I will be buying in long, taking that leap of faith, expecting to see prices swing us up. Ideally, we could potentially see a lower movement here. We could head back down to here, but I do believe we are going to be extending higher here, and this could have been the bottom. We could have seen the bottom here in October. Bulls are saying the bottom is already in. Bears think we need to retest it again. So it's definitely interesting, but it is definitely a possibility that this has already been the bottom for the stock market, and maybe now we'll start to swing a bit higher. So if you didn't buy in or take advantage of the dips and the swings to the downside here, you might have missed out. And ideally, it's very possible that that was the low point here, because we have fallen a total of 27%. So that was almost a 30% discount here. And here we are consolidating back up. We're now down only about 16%. So you can see we've pretty much halved ourselves in the past couple of months here. So things are getting exciting here. I'm hoping that's it. I'm hoping now that the market's pulled us back inside of here, we can start to consolidate out of this. But it's merely just going to be a waiting game at this point. We'll see how exactly we play out in the next couple of days here. But ideally, the main focus is looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum now. With this consolidation, if it's true that the S&P is breaking bullish, there's a very high chance we're going to see the same thing happen with ETH and Bitcoin here. Reason being is, in that time of consolidation after this major breakout, we've had days to consolidate and cool off a little bit. And you can see we went from 86 all the way down to 62 in the same region here. And in that same time period, we've had a bullish cross or golden cross here on the moving average, which was also potentially seeing breaks to the upside. Could be a possibility here, which is quite interesting if you ask me. Not only within Ethereum, but within Bitcoin too. So keep your eyes peeled. This consolidation is not necessarily something that lasts a long time. It could very easily see a break after this. We were kind of bearish, and we could still be bearish, but typically, and this is the easiest way to see an opportunity to buy in on Ethereum or on Bitcoin, is simple. Price ceiling, price floor. If we can break through the price ceiling, we'll see a blow to the upside. If we break through the price floor, we'll expect to see a drop to the downside here. Simple as that. Those are the buying opportunities. With that being said, though, that's it for today's video. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.